So I had a client today say, F you, Austin. It doesn't happen very often, but in this case, it was a really interesting moment and it left me smiling. So why would I smile after just having someone tell me, F you, Austin? Well, it was because something happened that he did not expect, and it really surprised him. So we met today. This was my first time meeting with this gentleman, and he didn't know what to expect. He'd never done anything like this before. And so he came in, he said, I don't even really know what to do. And so I just said, well, what's on your mind? And so we began to talk. He told me a little bit about his story, about his upbringing, his life, what brought him to this moment. And he just shared for quite some time. And after he shared for quite a while, I then asked, well, can I guide you through an exercise that will help you learn to trust yourself and why you can trust yourself? And he said, okay, sure. What do I do? And I said, okay, well, just go ahead and close your eyes and let's take 3 deep breaths together. And so I guided him through a series of deep breaths. And then I just asked him to start paying attention to what he noticed. Notice things around the room, the different sounds. Notice his heart rate slow while he's taking deep breaths. Notice while his mind grows still. And then just to notice his body, any sensations he's feeling. And if there was any part of his body that he noticed anything. And he said, yeah, my left leg. And I said, okay, well, where on your left leg do you notice? He said, my knee, it hurts. And I said, okay, well, if your knee could talk, what would it say? He said, straighten up. I said, okay, now that you notice that, what do you notice about that? And he says, well, that I need to straighten up. I need to do better with my life. So, well, what do you notice about that? He said, well, that maybe I'm too hard on myself. I've got a lot of guilt. And I said, okay, well, what do you notice about the guilt? He says, oh, that I've got lots of experiences, that I've made a lot of mistakes that I feel guilty for. And I just said, well, out of those, what's the first and strongest memory that comes up? And he talked about a time when he was with his mom, and his mom just wanted to have some time with him, but he was super rude to her, and he was mean, and she ended up crying. And he just says, I feel so guilty for that. And it's too late because now she's dead. And I just said, okay, well, if you could talk to her, what would you say if she was standing right here in front of you? And he said, I'm sorry, and he started to talk to her. I said, go ahead and talk to her as if she were here. And he talked, and emotion came up. He started to cry. And I said, okay, after having said that, what would she say back to you? And then he gave the reply, it's okay, I love you, stop crying. And I said, so what do you feel? And he says, I feel a smile came to my face. I feel happy. I said, go ahead and breathe that in. And then I said, bring your attention back to your knee. What do you notice? He says, the pain's gone. I feel relieved. I feel happy. And so then I brought him back and he opened his eyes, and that's when he said, F you, Austin. As tears were running down both of our faces. And so in that moment, I was able to say to him, you see, your body knows what you can learn in this moment. Your body knows what you're ready to release. Your body knows what memories, what pains you're ready to let go of. And so as you quiet the mind, as you take a few deep breaths and listen to your body and just notice it and ask questions, it will guide you down the healing path. You are a miracle and you have a purpose. And in that, he kind of shook his head a little bit. He says, no, I'm not. And I said, no, I mean it. You are a good person. You've made some mistakes. That's okay, right? They're learning opportunities. But you are a good person. You are a miracle and you have a purpose. You are here for a reason, and your life is not over yet. Your life is not over yet. You still have great things ahead of you. You've got a life. You've got so many things coming your way that are beautiful. And so just believe that and trust yourself. Allow yourself to trust yourself. You're on the right path. Keep moving forward. And it's amazing what can happen. Same thing goes for you. Same thing goes for you. You are a miracle and you have a purpose. You are here for a reason. You are made different than anybody else so that you can make a difference. And I'm here for you. I see you. And I'm grateful for you. And that's why I'm here at Hope to Cope every single day with a message of hope and to remind you that you really are a miracle and that you have a purpose. So today I invite you to just quiet your mind, quiet your heart, take a few deep breaths, and just listen to your body and ask questions and see where it takes you. You might be amazed, and you might comment below, F you, Austin. So if you do, go ahead, comment. Let me know what your experience is. And I would love to hear your experiences with that. So again, thank you for being here with me today. If today's message was for you, go and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.